Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Here we are, Friday afternoon.
I feel like we've been slacking a little bit, but just the summer. It's summer. Summer. Took some weeks off.
As a woman said in our meeting yesterday, I'm moving at the pace of Carrie. And I was like, I love that. I'm going to use that forever.
Oh my God.
Like, who defines your pace?
So like, but if you're in a corporate setting and you're at a job and you're like an entry-level person, you
can't really pull like that. I'm not going at the pace of Janny, although maybe now, depends on the setting.
The pace of Janny is always like
pretty
up here,
fast.
so.
Oh wow!
I have a lot of energy.
Throwing it down.
Until I started drinking, then I had less energy. But now I don't drink anymore, so I have more energy again.
But now you're taking old lady supplements, and I put you on vitamin B today, and now you're all crazy.
I know, a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it's that, or maybe it's the anxiety and the hype, because we have first day of classes on Monday.
It feels like, I think that people underestimate the back to school for professors is equally as like nervous feeling as it is for students. Like we have a lot that we have to get ready for you, and we're so excited to welcome you back in the classroom, but then it's also just like, what's it going to be like? I have, 18, 17, 10 new classes of students, and what are they all going to be like?
What kind of like students are we going to get? What are they wearing now? What are the new trends? I feel like I get all the information of the young people at class.
I do love the explosion of information that I get, like just without even saying a word. Like when they start walking into class, I'm just like, okay. Because I also realized I was putting together too much detail for my classes because I overdo it every single time, and I have every reading, every PowerPoint slide ready to go for the entire semester usually. But I have this one class where I really do want to see how it goes. Like, what is the vibe, in the class? And then I'm going to tailor some things, but it's exciting.
I know. And I have a new class that I'm teaching this semester. So it's like a whole new experience. It's almost like a whole new job.
It is. And it's like a job you sort of know how to do, but then you're doing new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was actually talking to a colleague today, and she's integrating AI into some of her stuff in like really cool ways. So I'm like, maybe I'll add some of that. And like the possibilities are always kind of infinite, which makes it so great, but it's hard to choose.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, how much are they teaching us at the same time? So how can we all grow together in the class is kind of the take that the way I take it.
Yeah. Because
they have access to so much more, and they know other things that I have no idea about.
I think that people really underestimate, especially on the college level, probably high school too, it's really different now because they have access to all the same information that you do. And sometimes they correct your information.
That's fun.
For example, this is how you have to learn together. So I had a student, I was teaching at Onondaga Community College here nearby, and I had a student who was a high school student getting college credit. It was an 8 a.m. class.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm there and I'm just like gotta view this as like a workout, I gotta be up and like ready to give them the energy. And the student, I had Maslow's hierarchy of needs up, which is like a very accepted theory, triangle, like graphic that is presented in communication studies often. And they said to me, do you know that this actually is sourced from indigenous thinking? And I was just like, what? And literally they were like, here's an update. And they messaged me a link to an update on the theory that I was providing information for. And I put it up and I put it into my slides in the moment, like with them. And we were like vibing and thinking together and like sharing thoughts. And it was like really cool. Also, because I allowed myself to be corrected in front of the class, which I also think is important to show them that you don't know everything and that you're learning too. But it was a really amazing, because it was also a very poignant correction, and they were absolutely right about it.
It's crazy.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You're welcome.
Can you tell I'm ready? I'm ready to teach. I'm ready to have the undivided attention of minds.
Somebody was writing like just having routines again is nice. But this is like a whole new routine for us because you're teaching 3 classes, I'm teaching 3 classes, and we are also freelancing and possibly creating these workshops. We're trying out a new concept and just teaching everyone, no matter what your age. More teaching.
Do you want us to come to your local library and teach you about AI? Because we will.
Yes. But it's nice, we've got support from a local community and just different people just connecting us with all sorts of people, and I feel very grateful.
Well, it was a little nerve-wracking over the summer because we put together this workshop idea, which is 90-minute website. We teach you how to make a website in 90 minutes, which is very possible with AI tools, and we'll teach you how to use the AI and all that kind of stuff. Shameless plug for bluesaltair.com. Go also, there. No. You can find more information, and you can book a 15-minute session, just an introductory course for $35.
And just note, yes, it's a 90-minute website. It's not like the most perfect website, but it's to get you started and just have something to, because you're never done.
Right, it's not going to be done.
What job you're doing, what work you're doing, what company you're creating, you're never done. Right. You're just always going to continue working on.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's what people really underestimate about websites is they want it to be like, we made the design, we put the content in, we chose all the photos, and now it's done forever. And I'm like, wow, that can't be further from the truth because you have to update all the time.
And there's so many different pieces to it because then you dive into the SEO and then the marketing and how do you generate leads, how do you gain more traffic, how do you do Google ads,
and it's endless. And then the other thing that's really coming up, which my industry is so excited about, is the LLMO, the large language model optimization. And it's also being referred to as GEO. I know.
I'm putting on my nerd glasses. Oh, hi.
Come on.
How's it going? We're just doing a podcast right now.
Hi. Do you want to say hi? Way. You can say hi.
Well, I don't know. We're not allowed.
Okay,
I
don't,
okay,
image
licensing.
Protect
I don't
the kids.
want
Okay,
yes,
don't get copyright trouble.
Neighborhood kids coming in and out of this place.
Always.
This is why we try to do it in the morning, but now people are.
They're our favorite neighborhood kids, though. They're like
awesome.
Part of the fam.
We're very lucky.
Okay, back to my nerding out because I was really excited to share with you the information that I just, was writing about very recently. So it's LLMO, large language model optimization, and then it's GEO, generative engine optimization. And I'm just like, we haven't picked an acronym, and I have a book that's publishing soon, and I need to know which one. I'm going to put in both, obviously.
Who do you think's going to win?
I think GEO is going to win because it sort of rhymes with SEO, and the LLMO, as evidenced by the way I'm speaking now, is really hard to say.
I know, but I like it better.
I know
it sounds different too, because I almost don't want it to sound like SEO, because then, do you know how many times people are going to confuse those two?
Yes. Well, and geo starts to feel like geography, exactly. Like a science.
It's already taken.
Yes. Come on, guys. Let's decide. So, with that, PR is having a moment.
Oh my God.
So the PR people are excited because all of a sudden we are relevant again. We are in the discussion for the AI stuff more than ever. And because let's just say GEO for now, the GEO is predicated on press hits. So if your brand gets more press hits, or your event or your cause or whatever it is that you're promoting, it's viewed as a credible source, much like how SEO used to work. Like you want a credible, authoritative source that said that your brand is good, right? But the way that it goes into the large language models, like that's even more important now because that's how it searches for things. It says like, oh, this was written about in New York Times. The large language model pulls from that. Obviously not New York Times because they're in a lawsuit, but anyway, I could keep going. So, but PR is excited and we're having a moment and we are more like important to AI than we than we thought. So that's good.
Thoroughly not listening to you because all I can hear are the kids in the back.
I know. I noticed that you had the I'm not listening face on. That's fine. I'm used to it. See, this is why, again, I'm going to go in the classroom when people care what I have to say. It's fine.
Oh, I care. It's just, I'm distracted. I am neurodivergent. Hey, you guys. Do you guys want to go in the other room and chat?
Otherwise, you have to share with them.
Otherwise, we can hear you. Thanks. Please go in the other room.
Thanks.
Let me reword. I always do that. I always ask, let me ask you a question and make the right choice.
That's my favorite when I have to guess. I'm like, what's the right answer?
Wrong!
And it's usually wrong. Yeah. They also, they're choosing wrong right now too.
Yeah. Well, Evelyn and Taylor just got Apple Watches.
I know, Apple Watches. Do you want to do a big reveal, Evelyn?
Do you want to show everybody your Apple Watch?
Nope.
No. Okay, bye.
We're 2 declines on the podcast so far. Anybody else? Yeah, right? Thumbs down.
Oh my God, do you hear them? I'm curious if that'll be picked up.
Yeah, I know, right? Do you want to see my Apple Watch? Just like...
I know, but I don't want them. Don't go anywhere with them without the covers. I ordered covers late. I should have ordered them before, but I wasn't sure what size we were getting. And then, of course, now we have the size.
Oh my God, but they have the cutest little Apple Watches. And like, because this one is so big.
I should get you a cover.
And theirs is like tiny, little, perfect for their wrists. You don't want to cover this. It's already scratched up and crazy right now.
That's my heart.
But it actually, it can take a licking and keep on ticking, Janny. Don't worry. But so we got the kids Apple Watches. Should we explain why we got them the Apple Watches?
Yes, please do.
Well, Janny did some really great parental research.
I still can't. All I hear is screaming. Hold on.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Janny, it's okay. That's not going to show up that much. Plus, everyone... Are you home during the week where there's no school and no camps? That's where we are right now. I know there are other parents that are experiencing this.
And all I can hear is crack.
So we got the Apple Watches because they're with their friends now, and they're able to kind of wander around this neighborhood, which is very safe, very enclosed. Like there's about like 10 blocks like that they can go without going onto like a main street. But we just sort of wanted to know where they are. And this like increased independence on Taylor's on a bike now. Like there's a lot that's going on, and they want to be able to go places, so we want to be able to track them.
And we want to be able to be like, please come home now. It's time for dinner.
Not like, where is he? Is he at so-and-so's house or so-and-so's house?
I am going to be on Find My iPhone and be like, where do they know?
Yeah.
Where do they know?
But we took the plunge. This is our first kid electronic purchase. It's not an iPhone, even though the guys at the Verizon store were very much like, hey, you know, we have a deal on iPhones. I'm like, dude, listen, don't like be doing that to parents.
Well, and then they're like, hey, you guys.
Hey, Siri.
Hey, you guys, I can hear you.
Okay, go in another room, lovelies.
Love you. Go.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you. School starts on September 3rd. I know.
No, well, then, you know, we did our research. Well, I did my online research, and then I did the poll on the social medias, right? Because those are our friends, that's our community, and we're like, Apple Watch, Gizmo Watch, or other, which is like Samsung and like all the other, like, whatever Google's made. And hands down, it was mostly Apple Watch.
Yep.
And some of them even bought Gizmos, or their husband is an IT person and made them do Android, and they wish they were on Apple Watch.
It was pretty not like unanimous, because there was a lot of that trial and error. Like and I think you wrote on social, like, thank you everyone who tried Gizmo, like, so that we don't have to, like, cause that everyone who came before us, because the Gizmo just unfortunately didn't work as well as Apple Watch.
I mean, it's fine. It's just you can't really hear well, and the battery dies a little sooner, so.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
But now, and the Apple Watch is so easy to, well, not so easy because you spent 3 hours doing it last night.
Only because, I mean, half of it was updating. But it was just
connecting the watches to our overall account was like sort of doable.
And then I had to update my own phone because it wasn't connected. So, you know.
Life, technology. But now they're running around with their little iWatches, and I'm just so excited.
Where are you cover? They're going to scratch it. And Taylor won't care, but I know Evelyn will.
Yes. But, you know, this is all part of learning and trust. And we told the kids that this is their first kind of like entree into the, like, can you be trusted with an electronic device? And if you ever want to have a phone in the future, you have to be really careful with this.
This is true. Because, like, right, the Apple Watch is $300. An iPhone is like up to $800 now, right? But we also got a deal on them. It was like basically buy one, get one free. So it was like $150 each. So it kind of feels a little bit better.
Yeah.
But this is the world. And, you know, it's not just having the watch and being responsible for something expensive. Having them understand almost user interaction and user experience, they're learning that now, even just through gaming, through all the different things that they use.
And that's what they're going to need with AI and stuff, is that, like, they say that kids need to become really good question askers, and we have no problem with that, because the first thing that they did was put on the watches and start to call us.
Oh my God.
And like Siri, you know, and like everything, like it was kind of shocking how easy it was for them. But like you said, they've had other, you know, devices like this, and they're not allowed to take them to school.
Nope.
Because in New York State, we're one of the states with the no devices policies. So that's kind of a relief that we don't have to worry about that there, and we just have to manage it here in the end.
Yeah, worry about them losing it at school and then having to try and find my iPhone
in the
like
school.
Apple Watch in the school somewhere. No, thank you.
The amount of water bottles we've lost at school, I just like, I don't have high hopes for that kind of stuff. So I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that. But it's going to be really interesting because there are some kids that take like iPads to school and like watch it on the bus and stuff like that, which also like, I don't know, don't agree. But
should you be
the fact that that can't happen anymore, and that like, so there's like a 2 strikes policy, like where if your kid brings an electronic to school, the first time it goes to the office and it stays there and the kid can have it at the end of school. The second time the parent has to come get it. And I'm like, oh my God, like that's kind of,
you're in trouble.
Like sort of, yeah, like you have to go to the principal's office to get your kid's device. And I'm just like, I mean, they made it clear.
You know what I would do if it were our kids? I don't think that would ever happen. But if it was one of our kids, I would just leave it there.
I know, I mean,
for like a week.
I feel like some parents
sorry,
might. Yeah.
You don't get it because you brought it to school. This is your problem.
I think that
I will
might
go
happen.
when I'm ready.
Slowly. Yeah, but luckily we're just gonna leave those watches at home with their covers on, nice and safe.
Oh my God, I can't wait. It's supposed to I'm like tracking it
it
between 2 to 5 p.m. because it's like
this thing that you ordered yesterday. Like that's that. Like I want it now.
I should. Listen,
Ronnie Chang.
He knows.
Ronnie Chang's comedy routine on that about the Amazon immediate. I want it now. It's just so good.
I want it like in my mouth.
But when you need something for your kid, But yeah, so we're going back to school, and they're not going back to school until another week after that.
Labor Day.
So that's exciting that we have, like, we at least get like a soft entry into our school, and then their school happens. And Taylor's going to intermediate school. Luckily, the bus doesn't come at 6:30 like we thought. It comes at 7.
Still, I'm like, well,
Yes.
we are ready for an awakening.
Early morning.
Good thing is he eats light in the morning now. It's like he doesn't really. He just needs a snack, and they offer free breakfast. So if he's hungry, he can go get something.
And he does like to go to the free breakfast with his friend. He has been doing that, although those friends won't be there. But we'll see if he does that trick, because he just likes to hang out with everybody while they're having breakfast.
A little social butterfly.
Yeah, we're really good at it. Every report card my entire life. Carrie is a social butterfly.
What a surprise.
She needs to work on her self-control.
And you ended up in PR. Wow.
But yeah, it'll be so interesting. Evelyn's going into 2nd grade and Taylor's going into 5th somehow. Oh, just like
in middle school. And I love that they set it up so like it's an intermediate school. My sister-in-law was making fun of me because she's like, isn't it called middle school? This is ridiculous. I was like, no, wait. Intermediate school is 5th and 6th. And middle school here is 7th and 8th. So they separate. I'm like, yes, they separate the hormones. This is wonderful.
Because we all know that 8th grade is very different than 5th grade.
I remember going into 6th grade and being like scared of these
terrified.
8th graders. They look so big.
They look like grown-ups. Like, I remember being in 5th grade being like, why am I going to school with like people who look like they can drive, But yeah, and he's going to change classes, which I think for his ADHD is going to be great.
Be so interesting.
As long as he can get the routine of like where to go and what to do.
I don't think he'll have a problem. Do you remember when it was in 2nd grade where he had to take a bus from private school to go to the public school for his OT that was part of his IEP?
Yep. And his like autism ADHD, like the autism loves a routine and the ADHD loves novelty and change. So it's gonna be great. 5th grade homework, I'm not looking forward to.
I know, and I heard from some of the other parents, they were saying like there's less communication, so it's going to be interesting.
Like it all comes through him, which I'm just like, awesome.
I know.
We're gonna get like bits and pieces and things that are not chronological, and we'll figure it out.
I know.
But also he's becoming so much more self-sufficient in that he wants to be more independent and he wants to do more things on his own, and that like really natural kind of like, it's not a pulling away, but there's just this natural little like, I can do it, that I'm really happy and grateful for.
I mean, he fully does the garbage like all on his own now,
and he's so proud of it.
So proud of it. And then he like helps the neighbor like if they're doing it, because he's just the sweetest man in the world.
Well, and I think he feels like an expert in it, like because he's like, I've done it for 3 months.
I got you.
But yeah, it's really, the pride is helpful with the chores. Yeah.
I'm getting nervous.
Yeah. So what else are you nervous about?
Well, because we have all this work, I have to remember when, as a freelancer, and even if you own your own ad agency company, right? This summer, everybody takes a break.
Yeah, they really do.
Like, the summer is just like, I don't want to deal with a freelancer, so I'm going to go do stuff. And then I'm going to contact you all at the end of summer, right before September. And then I always gotta, there's always the September, November, and then the holidays. So it's just like getting everything to that sprint of December from now to December. And I'm already fast forwarding in my head.
I love it. No, but in a way it makes sense because it's almost like the September sprint to the end of the year. Like you only have 3 months, but you can do a lot. I mean, it's like, it's a little bit more than 3 months because December is kind of a wash. Like people don't do a ton of work after the first week of December.
Yes.
I have the same thing because I'm working on a long-term writing project. Well, it's not even long-term, it's sort of like short-ish term because it's due in December. And it's just like, if something's due in December, you have to like back it out into before Thanksgiving. We are still doing a podcast, my
Do
love.
you need to charge it right now?
We can wait till
You
after
shouldn't need to
after
charge
this
it.
is
I
over.
charged it yesterday.
But it's 10%.
Oh, because you've been using it?
Siri, yeah.
Use Mommy's and it's by her bedside. Because I ordered little cubes for them.
Apple Watches.
I know none of the Apple devices come with the cube now. Now you have to buy it separate.
That is lame.
Shysters.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What, are they trying to make money or something?
Like they don't even give you the charger for the device it is, you know?
Well, because after a while, I did have a lot of them. I had a lot of
okay, I see.
cubes. So I see what they're doing. But when they changed the USB-C from USB to USB-C, then it's just a lot.
That is.
Okay, kids are back in here.
I
So
know.
I think, I don't know if this is like we need.
Maybe, is this a sign?
I think it's a sign.
Are we going to do a short podcast
I
like
think
you
so.
always want to do?
Yes,
Like-
I am. Is there anything less?
No, I think that I was thinking we could talk about school, which we have done at length, and you
I
know,
mean, there's more we could talk about.
we could
I'm
always
sure,
talk
but
about
we've
AI
got all
robots.
semester.
Yeah.
Where they will be in school.
That's very true. Yeah. So this is your what it's like to be a parent as you're going back to school, episode whatever we're on.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. And I've got work to do.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Gotta go.